Murray, what do you think the ashtray is for?
I can't reach that far.
Oh. I hope you're not going to inflict your disgusting habit on our guests.
I might. Which disgusting habit are we talking about?
Cigarettes.
Certainly not. They can buy their own.
Look, it's not often I have my friends round here. All I ask is that you don't behave normally.
Trust me.
Above all, don't tell your joke about the nun and the waterbed.
Don't worry, Paul. He won't know I'm here, mainly because I won't be.
What?
Well, if they're anything like your other friends, I'm off down a pub.
Bob and Phyllis are a very nice couple. We have a lot in common.
I'm definitely off down a pub.
He used to do the same as me.
Nag people.
Teaching. And then he got married and did the one thing he'd always wanted to.
Hey!
He gave up his job and bought a small holding in the country. I think he showed a lot of courage.
So do I. You won't catch me getting married.
Oh, Phyllis is great fun. Lively, witty. She's got a really good fashion sense.
I'm going off her already.
No, you'll like her. We were very close at one time, but what with them being so isolated and not on the phone, we've lost touch.
Really?
According to her, the nearest neighbour is 10 miles away, and he's a sheep. They've no electricity.
But what do they run their television on?
Paraffin. They haven't got one, silly.
You mean they never see Dallas or Terry Wogan?
Oh, it's not all paradise. Up at 5 a.m. to get in the milk.
Oh, they do deliver early.
Well, they went there to get away from all the stress and strain of life in town.
And why did they come to London?
To get away from all the stress and strain of life in the country.
They'll be here any moment. Can't you do something about that mess?
I can't see a mess.
Try looking in the mirror.
That's the latest scruffy look. Took me hours to get myself looking like this.
Ah, that'll be them. Right, have I done everything?
I'm sure they won't mind waiting while I shampoo the carpet.
Oh, dear, they're on time. I hate people who are on time. Oh, dear, do I look all right? Oh, Phyllis is always so smart and sophisticated.
You look fine. Bob, do come in. I couldn't believe it when I got your phone call. When did you arrive? How long are you staying? My God, what's that?
This morning, just for the weekend, and it's a baby.
Is it yours?
No, we found it.
Of course it isn't, Lindy. She's 6 months old.
Hope you don't mind us bringing her, only the hotel left luggage wouldn't take her.
Oh, I'd never forgiven you if you hadn't. Oh, she's lovely.
Yes, that's what Phyllis thinks. Looks like E.T. to me.
We didn't know you had a baby. Congratulations.
It was nothing.
You speak for yourself.
Do come through.
Thank you.
Bob, Phyllis, Murray and Diana.
Hello, how do you do?
Please, do sit down.
Thank you.
Right, what are you having to drink?
Oh, no, I gave up drinking when I got pregnant. Just a tonic water for me, please.
Well, I'm not pregnant. I'll have a scotch.
So, what brings you up to London?
Well, tomorrow's our second wedding anniversary. I thought Phyllis deserved a break. Meet some people for a change.
Yes, and it's not much fun gossiping with a goat.
It's when it replies you have to worry. Anyway, my brother offered to look after the farm.
Yes,
so
and he'll probably try and milk the pig.
Yes. Well, Lindy was our only problem.
Ah, that's your pig.
No, it's our baby.
Oh, look, Murray, she's got 10 little fingers.
Didn't know you could count that high. Yeah, that's a baby.
Would you like to hold her?
Good God, no. That is it.
He does drop things.
Oh, sweet, she's blowing bubbles.
You tell me off when I do that.
Well, when are you two going to start a family? I mean, it's been over 3 years now.
Oh, Paul's got it all planned. We're going to have a boy in July, the year after next.
That's right, and a girl 2 years later.
Well, it doesn't always work that way. I was planning a down payment on a tractor and got this instead.
Oh, you must tell me all about it. Fascinating subject, babies.
Oh!
Yeah, well, the pub's open. Nice to have met you. Come in, Di.
Oh, yes, all right. Nice to meet you both. Oh, and you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, Marcia, now you've got her onto her favourite subject, babies. Do remember, dear, we're only here for the weekend.
Well, to start at the beginning.
Not the very beginning. I think they can imagine that bit.
Well, when I first discovered I was expecting... Well, I mean, we were trying to start a family.
Yes, well, you would be, what with no television. I'm sorry. Do carry on.
That was a bit rude, rushing off like that.
Well, they're not our friends, are they? If I want to be bored stiff, I've got friends of my own. Anyway, you know women and babies, once they start, there's no stopping them.
He's only had one.
Talking about them. Hope he doesn't give Marcia any ideas. Well, she had a funny look in her eye. Some women, you only got to wave a wet nappy and they go all broody. Can you imagine sharing a house with a lot of little Pauls, screaming and crying and making little lists?
Don't worry. They've got everything planned. The first child comes after the washing machine and the video recorder.
Oh, I hope so. Marcia seemed really interested in that baby.
And then she was sick all over Bob. It's so sweet. Oh, and last week she got her first toosie peg.
Oh, how interesting.
You can't see it now because her mouth is shut.
Which makes a change.
But I've got a photograph of it somewhere.
Oh, do give it a rest, love. You've been talking about the baby for 3 solid hours. Anyway, we ought to be getting back to the hotel.
Oh, good heavens, is that the time? Thought it was later.
Must you go? Well, don't forget your photographs.
Thank you. I didn't realise I'd gone on so long.
Didn't you? Oh, I mean, it's been fascinating, especially the details of the birth.
Ah.
Yes. Sorry I fainted. It was silly of me. Oh, it's a shame you have to rush off.
Yes, and I haven't even told you about nappy rash. Poor Botty, you see, it's the ammonia in the urine that
You
does it.
did mention it, darling. You remember when Paul dropped his white wine?
Well, it's been lovely. We must do it again.
Thank you, Marcia. Bye-bye. Now, don't forget, Paul, give us a ring. Come down to the farm anytime you like.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, I need a drink.
Lindy's forgotten a little thingy.
Bye-bye.
If I hear one more word about babies.
Yes, but she is beautiful. Did you see the way she got hold of my finger?
Oh, she's very nice, but Phyllis can't talk about anything else.
All the same, darling, you shouldn't have fallen asleep.
I just closed my eyes for a minute. Hasn't she let herself go? I mean, I don't want to be unkind.
But you're going to force yourself.
Well, if that's what motherhood can do to you, I'm glad we've decided to wait.
Ah, yes, I've been thinking about that.
What?
Oh, well, I don't know. When I picked her up, little Lindy, and put her on my knee, something happened.
I know. You had to change your trousers.
Something else. I got this sort of warm feeling.
Well, you would.
Inside. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have one of our own and not wait?
But, Paul, what about your schedule?
Oh, schedules aren't that important. You can't plan everything.
I don't believe my ears. Oh, say that again. I want them to hear this.
Well, I was just saying that schedules and planning aren't really important. We can always change our minds.
Phone for the doctor, he's had a nervous breakdown. What's all this about?
Having a baby, now.
I knew it. Marcia, I understand how you feel.
Oh,
but what
not me, Paul.
But he can't have one.
I'm the one who thinks it's a good idea. Marcia will just take a little while to get used to it.
But, Paul, this wasn't in the agreement. We agreed to share this house with you two, not a screaming baby.
Oh, you knew we planned for one in 2 years.
Yeah, but 2 years is years away. Now it's quite soon.
You haven't done anything about it yet, have you?
Give us a chance. I've not been gone 5 minutes. No, I just suddenly got this feeling it'd be really nice to have someone sitting on my knee calling me Daddy.
I'll sit on your knee and call you Daddy.
Now, look here, Paul.
Are you two going to have a row?
It's possible.
Ah, good.
Oh, come on, Diana. Give him a bit of privacy. You can listen for the kill.
Don't I have a say in this?
Oh, of course you do, darling. Now, I thought we could convert the box room into a nursery. What do you think?
Isn't that sweet, Paul going all broody?
Yeah, it's absolutely ducky. We've got to put a stop to it.
Well, Marcia doesn't seem very keen, and he can't do it without her.
Women change their mind. It's their main hobby.
I don't think you'll talk him out of it, Murray. Not now his maternal instinct is aroused.
No, but I know what would put him off. A dose of the real thing. Nappy changing, screaming, crying, sicky poos. Hello, Paul. That was a short row.
Oh, no, it wasn't a row. I just explained my point of view calmly and rationally.
And?
And then we had a row. Oh, she'll come round.
I want a blow-by-blow account. Thank you.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what would change her mind. You've got to, arouse her maternal instincts.
How?
Well, get her to look after a baby for a while. Once she's got it in her arms, rocking it to sleep.
You're not suggesting I should rent one?
Those mates of yours, Bob and Phyllis, they got a baby.
I think they want to keep it.
I'm sure they'd be delighted to leave it with someone they could trust just for a day.
You think so?
Yeah, they could go shopping, to a restaurant, take in a show without having to drag the little parachute to take the baby with them.
And you really think this plan of yours would work?
I'm depending on it.
I think it might. I'll give them a ring. Thank you, Murray.
Glad to be of help.
But I thought you were against the whole thing.
Me? Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, this is very good of you. It's such a lovely surprise.
Yes, to me too. It's Paul you should thank.
It is a bit difficult taking a baby around the crowded shops, and we can hardly leave her in the hotel room, can we?
We're only too pleased, aren't we, Marcia?
Over the moon.
Well, I've made out a list. You have had experience with babies.
Well, not really, but I once had a bitch who had puppies.
Well, it's not quite the same. Don't go giving a marrowbone, will you?
Well, if you're sure you can cope.
Of course we can. You two go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Forget all about her.
Don't take that literally. You are picking her up tonight.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure one of us will remember.
Oh, and I thought I'd leave this with you, just in case she does anything cute.
Cute. I'll watch out for that.
Right, we'd better be off. Nice
Right,
busy
take
day.
care.
Bye-bye, Marcia.
Bye, Lindy.
Come on.
What do I do if she cries?
If? The optimism of the man. Well, it depends. If it sounds like a cat with its tail on fire, she's hungry. If she wants her nappy changing, it sounds like World War III. See you tonight.
Right.
Bye.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Exactly what are you playing at?
Oh, is she playing? Let me see.
I'm talking to you. If I'm going to have a baby, I like to be asked.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but it is their wedding anniversary. Besides, it'll be good practice for you.
You're not still on about that.
Well, if we do decide to have a baby, we'll need to get it some practice.
That's what you said about getting married.
And there are a lot of plans to make. For instance, we have to decide on a school. Then there's university. After all, if our son is going to become a doctor...
Hold on. It might not be a boy. He might not want to be a doctor. And I haven't agreed that I'm ready to have a baby.
No. I don't suppose you'd like to pick her up and, rock her in your arms at all?
No, thank you. She's sleeping peacefully. And why don't I keep my mouth shut?
What do we do? She must be ill.
Don't panic.
No, you're right. Well, I read somewhere the human voice is very soothing to a baby. Perhaps if I read to her. In the House of Commons, the committee stage of the Finance and General Purpose Bill passed further amendments based on revised forecasts of financial liquidity in the public sector.
Oh, the baby's crying.
Either that or Paul's had a very nasty accident. Great! A few more hours of this and he won't be so keen to start a family. Oh, it's stopped.
Probably gone back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, I better put these pans away.
Got the baby off.
Yes. Paul bored her to sleep.
Do you know what I tell about my sister's baby? It was a very difficult birth. She was in labour for 72 hours.
Oh, please. Not when I'm eating.
First couple of years are the worst, sleepless nights, postnatal depression. She lost her figure, of course.
You're trying to put Marcia off.
Did I do that? No, I admire courage for even thinking about it. I don't know how you're going to manage without your income.
Who said she'll give up work? She may have to take a week or two off.
Stop talking as if it had already been decided. If you want a baby so much, you have one.
Oh, come on, Marcia. That is a woman's role in life. Staying at home, washing, cooking, looking after the children. Wouldn't you agree, Paul?
What? Oh, yes.
Yeah, none of this women's liberation nonsense, eh?
Murray! Of all the old-fashioned, male chauvinist, sexist rubbish. You think I'm the little woman, don't you? Well, I'm not.
You won't be a little woman if he has his way.
Oh, well, that settles it. I'm too young to be tied down.
Oh, but you wouldn't be. I'd do my full share of looking after it. Uh-oh. Perhaps I'd better read some more of The Day in Parliament. She seemed to enjoy that.
No, her nappy needs changing. Here we are. Oh, here's a chance to show what you can do.
What? But I don't know where to start.
At the bottom.
What?
Here, put it on this mat.
Right. There. Right, how do I get this off?
It's a combination lock. You'll have to use Gelignite. Paul's about to change his first nappy. Stand well back.
Do you mind? I can do without the running commentary. Ow! Oh, fudge!
Oh, that's nice. He's just taught her a first word.
I'm bleeding. Oh, well.
Despite being wounded, he carried on changing the nappy without regard for his own safety.
So far, so good. Right, what do I do with this?
You stick it on your head.
Now then, I have to fold this. It's a bit like origami.
Oh, I'll do it. I want to make sure it goes on the right end.
Okay. Oh, well, after that, she's due for her next feed.
Oh, can I give her that?
Sure.
Hey, you're not going to,
Who's the booful snooky woo comes down?
Do you mind? I've just had breakfast.
I'm sure she understands every word I say.
Which is more than I do. There we are.
Oh, doesn't it make you want one yourself?
No, I'm not hungry. Yes. Have you ever discussed it with Murray?
I've tried to, but he just changes the subject. I think he feels too young to be a father. Or a husband, for that matter. Oh, I fed her, Murray. Then I rubbed her back and she gave a big burp.
I heard it. Force 5 on the Richter scale.
You know, holding a baby in my arms gave me a really good feeling.
Where do you think we ought to go for our holidays this year?
All this talk of starting a family's made me think.
How do you fancy Spurs' chances in the league this season?
When are we going to have babies?
Well, it says here that yesterday in Parliament...
Murray!
Oh, eventually, you know, one day we'll get round to it.
That's what you said about getting married.
Well, it doesn't do to rush these things. Let's get the World Cup over first.
Look, I'm a woman. I've got needs.
I'll buy you a budgie. Look, I'm not cut out to be a father. I haven't got the hips for it.
Well, just think. You could teach him everything you know. How to cheat at poker, pulling girls, never to bet each way on an odds-on favourite.
It wouldn't be fair on the kid. He'd be a little bath bun. I mean, if you got in the club, we'd have to get
Yes, we would, wouldn't we?
Hope she hasn't been in any trouble. Has she cried much?
Pardon?
I said when Lindy cries, she can get on your nerves.
What's that? Oh! Sorry.
She's been no trouble at all.
It's because she's teething. She usually stops if you rock her.
That's if you can find a rock.
If you hold her in your
your arms and walk up and down, she should go to sleep.
Yes, I found that out.
Well, thank you for looking after her.
Any time.
You're in London. Do look us up.
Yes, we will. Well, off we go. Come on.
Thank you.
Right, have we got everything?
Lindy Windy.
Oops. Now, don't forget, give us a ring if you want to come down to the farm any time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm exhausted. I must have walked a half marathon. Listen to that.
Well, I can't hear anything.
Exactly, isn't it wonderful? Silent. Just think, they have that row all night long as well.
She certainly kept us on the go. If it wasn't one end needing attention, it was the other. Hasn't made you change your mind, has it? About having one of our own?
Well...
And my family has a history of twins. Even triplets.
Perhaps in a couple of years, eh?
And you could dandle him on your knee.
No, I couldn't. I don't know what a dandle is. Has she gone?
What do you think? You can hear yourself talk.
Well, I'm ready for bed.
Now, Paul, let's not be too hasty.
Don't worry. We've decided to wait before starting a family. Do you want cocoa?
No, I couldn't lift the mug. Good night.
What about you two? Do you want any?
Well, I do, but Murray says he's too young to be a father.
Cocoa!
No, Tar.
Oh.
Look, we will have kids, but I want a few years of living it up first. I mean, you can't go bopping with a carry cot.
How many years?
Well, there was this woman in Russia who had her first baby at 50.
Look, I'm not asking for much, and I do most of it.
No, I'm sorry, Diana, I'm not ready to start a family. No, definitely not. No way, out of the question.
Does that mean you'll think about it?
I've thunk, and the answer's no. I'm going to bed.
Oh. Sorry to overhear, but I was listening.
That's all right.
Are you very upset? It was a bit rough.
Oh, forget it. I shall. In fact, I'm always forgetting things. I never know what I'll forget next. Good night.